I wish I'd never married you. My wife Selena said those words to me 6 months ago during an argument about a missed anniversary dinner. I was in Singapore closing a cybersecurity deal worth $12 million. She was home alone in our mansion, staring at cold lasagna she'd made from scratch. When I called to apologize at midnight her time, those 6 words came through the phone like bullets. Then she hung up. I stood in my hotel room overlooking the Marina Bay, and something inside me cracked. My name is Abraham Clark, and I'm about to tell you how I discovered my wife's affair with our gardener, recorded every moment of it, and why I chose to let it play out instead of stopping it the second I knew. But to understand what I did, you need to understand who I was before the cameras, before the money, before I became the kind of man who watches his own destruction in high definition. 8 years ago, I was broke. My cybersecurity startup was hemorrhaging money, and Selena, beautiful, ambitious Selena, sold her BMW to keep us afloat. She believed in me when venture capitalists laughed me out of boardrooms. When Secure Life Systems sold 3 years ago for $4 to $7 million, I bought her everything. The house in Riverside Estates with 11 bedrooms we'd never fill. The white Range Rover she wanted since college. Jewelry that cost more than her childhood home. I thought I was giving her the world. I didn't realize I was building her a prison. The cameras started after my business partner tried to steal my patents 2 years ago. Then my CFO embezzled $2 million. Betrayal became my expertise. I installed 4 to 7 cameras around our property, disguised as decorative owls, garden lights, smoke detectors. Selena knew about 12 of them. For security, I told her. She didn't question it. Why would she? We were happy. Or I thought we were. Now I'm standing in front of our house on what should be an ordinary Tuesday morning, adjusting the camera hidden in the owl statue by the front door. My hands are steadier than they should be. Selena appears behind me in her silk robe, the one I bought her in Paris. She kisses my cheek absently, already looking at her phone. 5 days in London, she asks, not quite meeting my eyes. Board meeting ran long. Then investor dinners, I lie smoothly. I've gotten good at lying lately. I'll call you every night. Sure, she says. The word hangs between us like smoke. The Uber pulls up. I grab my suitcase, empty except for my laptop and a change of clothes. I love you, I tell her, and I mean it. That's the worst part. I still mean it. Love you too, she replies, and I wonder if she means it, or if those words have become just noise we make to fill the silence. As the car pulls away, I watch her in the side mirror. She's already texting, a small smile playing at her lips. My phone buzzes. The hotel confirmation. The Rivermore Inn, 19 minutes from my house. Close enough to watch. Far enough that she'll never know. I told my wife I was going to London. I'm actually about to watch her think I'm gone. Because 3 weeks ago, I saw something that broke me. The hotel room smells like disinfectant and broken dreams. I set up 6 laptops on the desk, each one streaming a different camera angle from my house. Kitchen, pool house, master bedroom, garden, living room, driveway. The screens glow blue in the dim room, and I feel like God watching his creation fall apart. 10 minutes after my Uber left, I see her on camera 4. Selena walks outside in that silk robe, and the morning sun makes her hair look golden. For a moment, she's the woman I fell in love with at a coffee shop 9 years ago, the one who laughed at my terrible jokes and believed I'd change the world. Then I see him, Enzo Wayne, our gardener for the past 5 months. 32 years old, strong jaw, kind eyes. The kind of man who looks like he stepped out of a romance novel. He's trimming the hedges near the pool, his shirt already damp with sweat despite the early hour. Selena approaches him. I turn up the audio. Abraham's gone for 5 days, she says, and her voice is a lightness I haven't heard in months. Would you like coffee? Inside. Enzo stops mid-cut. He looks at his phone. I zoom in on camera 7, see a little girl's face as his wallpaper, then back at Selena. His jaw tightens. I shouldn't, he says. She touches his arm. Her fingers linger. But you will. He puts the phone in his pocket like he's burying evidence of his own conscience. Then he follows her inside. My hand grips my coffee cup so hard I hear it crack. Not yet. I take a screenshot. Timestamp 9:47 a.m. My lawyer's contact is pulled up on my other phone. Michael Chen, the best divorce attorney in the state. One call and this ends. But I don't call. Not yet. Inside my house, our house, Selena pours wine. It's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. She hands Enzo a glass, and he takes it with shaking hands. This feels wrong, he says. Then why does it feel like the only time I'm not invisible? Her voice breaks. I remember the first time I made her feel invisible. 4 months ago, she'd spent all day cooking my favorite meal, her grandmother's recipe for coq au vin. She set candles on the table, wore the red dress I loved. I came home at midnight from a board meeting that could have been an email. Found her asleep on the couch, mascara streaked down her face. The candles had burned down to nothing. I never apologized. On screen, they're kissing by the kitchen island. The same island where I proposed 9 years ago. There's a framed photo of that moment in the background. Me on one knee, her crying happy tears. Neither of them notices when Selena's elbow knocks it over. The frame hits the marble counter. Glass shatters. Neither of them picks it up. My coffee cup explodes in my hand. Blood drips onto the hotel carpet, but I don't feel it. I'm watching my wife kiss another man in the kitchen where she used to kiss me goodbye every morning, where she'd leave notes in my lunch, where we'd dance at 2 a.m. when we were too drunk on each other to sleep. I should burst through that door. I'm 19 minutes away. I could stop this, but I need to see how far she'll go, how long she'll lie, whether the woman I married still exists underneath this stranger wearing her face. The cameras keep recording. I keep watching. They on the couch now. The encounter is over. I didn't watch that part, couldn't stomach it, but the aftermath might be worse. Selena is crying. Not guilty tears. Something deeper. I love my husband, she says, and I lean closer to the screen. I don't understand why I'm doing this. Enzo sits rigid beside her. I have a daughter fighting cancer. I'm sending every dollar I make from this job for her treatment. I'm a horrible person. The world tilts. I zoom in on camera 12. Selena looks shocked. You never told me you had a daughter. He pulls out his phone with trembling hands. Shows her the wallpaper, a little girl with no hair, huge brown eyes, hospital gown, maybe 6 years old. Her name is Sophia. Stage 3 leukemia. My insurance denied coverage. His voice cracks. I lost everything paying for treatment. My business, my house, my marriage. This job, your husband pays me cash, $18 an hour. It's all I have. Does she know what you do for work? Selena whispers. She thinks I'm building beautiful gardens. Enzo's face crumbles. She doesn't know her daddy became someone she wouldn't recognize. That I'm betraying a good man because I'm desperate and weak and I let loneliness become an excuse. They are both crying now. I sit in my hotel room, blood still dripping from my palm, and I don't know what to feel. I wanted to hate him. I needed him to be a monster so this would be simple. Rich man, unfaithful wife, predatory affair partner. Clean narrative, easy divorce. But he's broken like her, like me. I pull up older footage. The day I first suspected. 3 weeks ago, I came home early from Tokyo, flight canceled. Approached the house at 2 p.m., unusual time. Through the kitchen window, I saw Selena laughing. Really laughing. The way she used to with me in college when everything was ramen and dreams. She was making lemonade. Enzo walked in from the yard. Their hands touched passing a glass. 2 seconds. That's all it took for my world to crack. I didn't confront them. My trauma kicked in. Gather evidence first. Trust no one. Verify everything. I went to my control room in the basement. Selena doesn't know it exists. Started reviewing archived footage. Found the first conversation 2 months ago. The first lingering look. The first time he made her laugh. The first time she touched his shoulder a second too long. Then I found the first kiss. 6 weeks ago, by the rose bushes. She'd been crying about something. He asked if she was okay. She said, "No one's asked me that in months." Then their lips met. I watched it 17 times that night. Now I open a new folder on my desktop. Evidence. 4 to 7 video files. Different angles, different days, different betrayals. Then I open another folder I created a month ago. Bali surprise. Inside, plane tickets for 2 weeks from Sunday. Resort booking at the Four Seasons. Contract for a vow renewal ceremony on the beach. And a letter I wrote to her at 3 a.m. one night when I couldn't sleep. 8 years ago you believed in me when I was nothing. You sold your car to fund my dream. I want to spend the next 80 years showing you I never forgot. I never sent it. Wanted to give it to her in person, on the beach, when I asked her to marry me again. My hand hovers over the delete button. One click and Bali disappears. Instead, I drag it into the evidence folder. It belongs there now. Another casualty. I call Michael Chen. My voice shakes. I need a divorce attorney. The best. I have video evidence. Everything. I can file tomorrow, he says. No, Sunday. I'll call you Sunday. He pauses. Why Sunday specifically? I look at my calendar. Sunday has a heart emoji, Emma visit day. My 7-year-old daughter comes home from boarding school every weekend. She's the only pure thing left in my life. Just trust me, I say, and hang up. Because last Sunday, Emma showed me something that changed everything. I close my eyes and I'm back in the kitchen, 7 days ago. Emma sits at the table with crayons scattered like evidence. She's drawing, tongue poking out in concentration like Selena used to do. What are you drawing, sweetheart? I'd asked. She held it up. A family portrait. Stick figures with triangle dresses and circle heads. But something was wrong. Mommy stood far from Daddy. And there was a third figure next to Mommy, labeled in crayon, Plant Man. My blood went cold. Who's the plant man, Emma? The man who makes Mommy smile, she said, so innocent. She smiles different when you're not here, Daddy. Like she used to smile at you. Why doesn't she smile at you anymore? I knelt down. I level with my daughter. Does Mommy know you saw the plant man make her smile? Emma shook her head. Can you keep a secret until next Sunday? She nodded solemnly. Is it a good secret or a bad secret? I hugged her so she wouldn't see my face. I don't know yet, baby. Now that drawing is pinned above my hotel desk. I stay at it while the cameras record my wife's betrayal in real time. My daughter watched my marriage die before I did. Next Sunday, she'll watch me bury it. I pick up my phone, pull up a draft text to Selena I've written and deleted 18 times. I know about Enzo. My thumb hovers over send. I delete it again. Not yet. Thursday night. I've been in London for 3 days. The camera shows Selena alone in our bedroom, drinking wine straight from the bottle. She's scrolling through wedding photos on her phone, crying. She calls her therapist's emergency line. I turn up the volume. I've done something terrible, she sobs. I'm having an affair. But the worst part, I don't want to stop. Does that make me a monster? Her therapist's voice is calm. What would stopping cost you? The only person who makes me feel real. I remember when I made her feel real. When I'd cancel meetings to take her to lunch. When I'd leave work early to watch her favorite show. When I knew her coffee order, her favorite song, the exact spot on her neck that made her shiver. When did I stop knowing those things? On camera 12, she dials another number. My phone lights up, wife calling. I watch her on the balcony, phone pressed to her ear. I answer. Hey, she says, voice thick with tears. Hey baby, what's wrong? I miss you. The words hit like glass. I watch her wipe her eyes, and I want to reach through the screen and hold her. I miss you too, I say, and I mean it. God help me. I mean it. When you get back, can we talk? Really talk? Sunday, I tell her. Let's talk Sunday. I promise. I love you, Abraham. I know, I say. Double meaning she doesn't catch. I know she loves me. I also know what she's been doing. After we hang up, she whispers to herself. I have to end it with Enzo. I sit alone in my hotel room, single tear rolling down my cheek. She said Sunday. She didn't know I picked that day first. Friday morning. Enzo's phone rings while he's pruning rosies. I see St. Mary's Hospital on caller ID through camera 7. He answers, and his face drains of color. Monday. No. I don't have $4,000 to $5,000. Insurance won't. Please, she's 6 years old. He drops the phone, collapses onto the grass. Sobs like the world is ending. Maybe his is. Selena sees him from the kitchen window. Runs outside. What happened? Sophia needs emergency surgery. Monday. $4,000 to $5,000. I don't have it. She's going to die because I can't. He can't finish. Selena kneels in the grass beside him. Takes his face in her hands. I have access to our accounts. I can transfer you the money. No, I can't. This is already wrong enough. My husband makes $200,000 a month from investments. He won't even notice $4,000 to $5,000. Enzo shakes his head violently. If I take this money, I'm not just an affair partner. I'm a thief. You're a father saving his daughter. I watched this conversation on camera 4 and 5 simultaneously. Watch my wife offer my money to the man she's betraying me with. For his daughter. For a 6-year-old with leukemia who thinks her daddy builds beautiful gardens. Enzo agrees. They go inside. Selena logs into our joint account, the one I gave her access to 3 years ago. No questions asked. She initiates the transfer. I pick up my phone. Call my bank. This is Abraham Clark. Account ending in 7734. Authorization code Delta 7. Freeze all joint accounts immediately. Sir, may I ask? Now. 30 seconds later, Selena's transfer fails. On camera 9, I watch her phone screen. Account frozen by primary account holder. She stays at it, confused. Tries again. Same message. I'm not a monster. I'll pay for Sophia's surgery myself. Anonymous donation. She'll never know. But I need Selena to realize what she's done. Need her to feel the walls closing in. Saturday. Selena has called me 11 times. I've answered none of them. Left voicemails. Abraham, the account is frozen. Please call me back. Then, is everything okay? Then, I need to talk to you. It's urgent. Finally, I'm scared. Good. She should be. Enzo arrives for work, desperate. I watch them talk by the pool on camera 4. Did it go through? Hospital needs confirmation by tonight. Selena's face is pale. The account is frozen. Abraham froze it. Ow! He's in London. He never freezes accounts unless. She stops. Her eyes widen. Unless he knows. They both freeze. Enzo steps back. How could he know? Selena runs inside. She's thinking faster now, panic sharpening her mind. She goes to my office, the one room she never enters because I keep it locked. She tries the handle. Locked. I watch her on camera 19. She's breathing fast, pacing, looking at the door like it might explode. I book a flight on my phone. Tomorrow, Sunday, 6 a.m. arrival. Ahead of schedule. Emma arrives at 7 a.m. Perfect timing. I smile for the first time in 3 days. The trap is closing. Saturday, 11 p.m. Selena hasn't slept. I watch her on camera 14, sitting in the dark living room, staring at my locked office door. Then she stands, gets a screwdriver from the garage, returns to the office. I lean forward. This is it. She forces the lock. It breaks easier than she expected. The door swings open. My office is dark except for my computer. I never shut it down. Need remote access. She sits at my desk, trembling. No password. I trust her. Trusted her. She opens my recent files. Sees the folder, evidence. Her hand hovers over it like it's radioactive. Then she clicks. 4 to 7 video files stare back at her. She clicks the first one. Timestamp 2 months ago. It's her and Enzo talking in the garden, standing too close. She watches herself laugh, touch his arm. Watches from an angle she didn't know existed. She clicks another. The first kiss. 6 angles of her betrayal. Another. Tuesday morning. Her inviting him inside. 6 angles. She runs to the trash can. Vomits. Then she sees it. Subfolder labeled Bali Surprise. She clicks with shaking hands. Plane tickets. Resort confirmation. Vow renewal ceremony contract. And my letter, the one I never sent. 8 years ago you believed in me when I was nothing. I want to spend the next 80 years showing you I never forgot. She reads it 3 times. Then she sobs, forehead on my desk, body shaking. Headlights flash through the window. 11:47 p.m. Someone's home. She runs to the window. My car. My actual car pulling into the driveway. But I'm supposed to be in London until tomorrow morning. She looks back at the computer. At the 4 to 7 cameras. At the evidence folder. This was a trap. I wanted her to find it. Wanted her to know that I know. That I've been watching. That I gave her every chance to confess. And she chose to lie. I turn off my car and walk toward my front door. Time to finish this. I walk in calmly. No yelling. No drama. Selena is in my office. Evidence folder open on the screen. Bali surprise letter filling the monitor. She looks at me like I'm a ghost. You found it, I say quietly. I'm so sorry. She's sobbing, makeup running. I'm so sorry. The cameras. 4 to 7 cameras. You knew about 12. You didn't know about the other 35. I sit in the chair across from my own desk. I installed them after Davis embezzled $2 million. Remember? You held me while I cried about trust, about betrayal. Why didn't you stop me? Her voice breaks. Why did you watch? Because I needed to know if the woman I loved still existed. The one who would have told me she was unhappy instead of running to another man. I leaned forward. I waited to see if you'd confess. You called me Thursday, said let's talk. I thought maybe. I was going to end it with him. Tell you everything Sunday. I pull out my phone. Play a recording from yesterday. Her voice, clear as day. We'll figure this out after Abraham comes back. We have time. Her face crumbles. You have audio too. Everything. What now? She whispers. I came back early because our daughter arrives at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I wanted you gone before she gets here. Gone. Divorce papers on the kitchen counter. I want you out of this house in 2 hours. Selena packs a bag. I watch from the security monitors. Old habits. She tries calling Enzo. Voicemail. Tries again. Voicemail. Finally, a text comes back. I can't face what we did. Sophia's procedure got donor funding today. Anonymous. I'm going back to Miami. I'm sorry for everything. She's alone now. She comes downstairs with one suitcase. Tries to speak. I hold up my hand. Your car won't start. I disabled it remotely. I see her face fall. I called you an Uber. 5 minutes. Abraham. Don't. At 7 a.m., Emma's car service pulls up. I meet her at the door, kneeling. She hugs me tight, then looks around. Where's Mommy? Mommy's going to live somewhere else for a while. Emma pulls back, studies my face. Is it because of the plant man? No, sweetheart. It's because Daddy and Mommy forgot how to talk to each other. And when people stop talking, they start breaking. She hugs me again. Through the window, I see Selena watching from the Uber, seeing her daughter hold me. She's the outsider now. Before the car leaves, I hand her a USB drive. What is this? Every camera angle, every betrayal, every moment. I meet her eyes. I'm not posting it. I'm not showing Emma. But you'll always know it exists. That's your punishment. Living with the fact that every moment was recorded, and I gave you mercy by keeping it private. The Uber drives away. Camera 1, the owl by the door, catches her looking back one last time. I pick up Emma and carry her inside. She asks, "Are you sad, Daddy?" "Yeah, baby, I am. Can I tell you a secret?" "Always. I knew Mommy was different. I hoped you'd fix it." I hold her tighter. "Some things stay broken, sweetheart. But we're going to be okay." 6 months later, Emma and I live in Colorado. Fresh start. Selena married Enzo. He got full custody of Sophia after the surgery saved her life. I donated $100,000 to children's cancer research in Sophia's name. Anonymous again. They say trust is like a mirror. Once broken, you can piece it back together, but you'll always see the cracks. I kept the footage, not to hurt her, to remind myself. The woman I loved died the moment she chose to lie, and I recorded the funeral.